The Brick Zone has returned. My name is Will, and this is the Halo Mega Bloks set, UNSC Fireteam Eagle. The set includes 140 pieces and was released in 2015. In total, the set comes with a generous 5 Spartans. From left to right, you get the Spartan Soldier, Scout, Enforcer, Aviator, and Oceanic, all of which come in that same mac and cheese yellow colored armor, along with white visor, which personally I think is a pretty cool combination. I really like that choice of color just because I feel like if they picked a color like black or green, it would have definitely looked good. Like, you know, those are safe, solid choices, but, you know, this combination of the yellow and the white, like the yellow colored armor and the white visor, I think that's a little riskier. You know, not everyone's gonna like that combination, I guess I happen to like it. But at the same time, I think it makes them look more personal. As if, you know, they're like customized Spartans in like multiplayer. Like maybe this is a team of guys who all changed their color to this specific type of yellow and that specific white visor. Like maybe they're a clan or something. You know, I know that clans used to be like a big thing back in like Halo 2 and 3. But I just think it's cool that they just... It's a neat combination. I always like when Mega Bloks mixes it up by giving the Spartans or whoever, you know, different colored visors. Not that I have anything against the, you know, default gold visor. But here's a look at them from the back. As you can see, you can attach weapons with the peg hole, as well as accessories like the jetpack there on the Aviator. And of course, all of these guys come in the new articulation, as well as having the interchangeable armor. So you can mix and match the armor and swap them out, make your own custom Spartan. And out of all of these guys, my favorite would have to... It's definitely the Oceanic, just because I think the white visor stands out really well with him. Second favorite would be the Scout. And I think my least favorites would definitely be the Aviator and the Soldier. So, that is Fireteam Eagle. You get a full arsenal of Promethean weapons, including the Incineration Cannon, Binary Rifle, Light Rifle, Bolt Shot, Scatter Shot, and 4 Pulse Grenades, all of which come in a sleek gunmetal gray color. Additional accessories include a Fireteam Eagle flag, a clear stand you can use with the jetpack to give that flying effect, a trans light blue hard light shield, and 5 display stands I currently have stacked, which you can use to display your Spartans. The last thing in this set is a small terrain piece. It's basically a Forerunner hollow bridge. So, you know, you've seen these since Halo 1, starting with that really big one. Those holographic bridges you usually remote activate with a switch or a control panel or something. And, you know, this is a pretty simple build, but I still like it. I really enjoy trans-colored pieces in either Mega Bloks or Lego. I just think they look really cool. So, that's actually held up by a 2x4 clear brick, as well as some plates underneath the panels. But I really like those trans blue pieces, like the panel pieces used to make the actual bridge. And over here we have, you know, like a gateway to the other side of the bridge. You know, it looks very Forerunner, those tips and everything. And on the other side you have just a couple of small ramps with those slope pieces. Pretty simple. With, you know, it's for the small amounts of pieces, I think it's pretty effective. But I think the interesting thing here is that I recently reviewed the other Fireteam set, Fireteam Rhino, which is one of the more recent Fireteam sets relevant to Fireteam Eagle, and it actually includes the same bridge, but the only difference, or it's mostly the same, the only difference is in color. So, zoom out here just a little bit. You can see that it's exactly the same build. Even when I was building this with the instructions, it's built exactly the same, except for the colors. So the color of the trans blue panels in Fireteam Eagle is a dark blue, while in Fireteam Rhino it is more of a light blue. And the other thing that changes is the color of the base plates. So here you have a light green base plate, here you have a darker green, and that's for both of them, so the small one and the big one. Other than that, it's exactly the same, other than I think the only difference in pieces, like actual pieces and not color, is that the underside of the hollow bridge here, Fireteam Eagle, has a 1x2 clear plate underneath it along with those 2x4s. But other than those nitpicky details, they're exactly the same. And you know, I'm just gonna shift this a little bit. Even with those small differences, I like either of them really. They both look fine to me. And in either case, I'll just take away the Fireteam Rhino one, but now you know. In either case, I think that the bridge is pretty good for, you know, all of the figures that come in the Fireteam pack. You can display them on the bridge or the base plates on either end of the bridge. Either way, I think it's a pretty good piece to have. Personally, I think this is a pretty successful Fireteam pack. If you compare this to Fireteam Venom and Crimson, which were the first ones, you don't get the weapon crate and the turret, like, you know, the missile pod or the machine gun turret, but you still get 5 figures, which I think is the most important part here. Because I think these battle packs, these Fireteam packs, I think that the most important thing is the figures, or are the figures. If you compare this to the latest Fireteam sets that are out at the moment I'm filming this video, which are Fireteam Rhino and Taurus, this is still pretty good because, in my opinion, I think those new ones are a bit of a downgrade just because they lowered the number of Spartans you get to 4 instead of 5, so it's always nice to get more bang for your buck, I guess. So I guess this is more of a compromise. You know, I'd rather have more Spartans and have some stuff missing from those original 2 than have a lot of things stripped. Like, you know, those new ones have less Spartans and even terrain pieces and stuff just, I don't know, they just don't have as much. Like, those two first ones were really good. Like, you know, you had extra weapons and everything. Here, you have just the right amount of weapons. Like, you have just enough for each Spartan. No extra ones, which is why I don't think there's a need for the crate. They do include 4 pulse grenades, so everyone has a grenade. You know, you still have some cool accessories like the Fireteam Eagle flag, as well as that hard light shield. And I think the hollow bridge is pretty cool too, along with the jetpack. It's all good. It's all good stuff. And if I didn't mention before, there's also a clear clip, which is how I have the Fireteam Eagle flag on the scout's back there. I forgot to mention that earlier, but just a little thing. Anyway, overall, I'm definitely a fan of this one, and I decided to just, you know, snatch it up before they were gone, just because I realized, or just, you know, found out that with these new Fireteam packs, like, you know, they're just including less. And I think that's across the board. Like, even the Call of Duty Trooper packs or whatever, I think that they have one less figure now, at least with the zombies or something, so it's a bit disappointing. But, you know, for the quality of these figures, with the new armor system and everything, with the interchangeable armor and, like, superposability, all that, with the new articulation, I think it makes sense that they aren't including as much. I mean, I'm disappointed at that, but, you know, I guess it's understandable. I just thought that the inclusion of 5 figures with these first 3, like Venom, Crimson, and Eagle, I think that was very generous and really great value. Other than, I think that about sums it up though. So, what do you guys think of this set? Do you like the old Fireteam sets, like Crimson, Venom, Eagle, like the 3 I just mentioned? Do you like those better than the latest ones? Rhino and Taurus? Does it bother you that we get one less figure, or we're getting less figures in these type of packs? Or do you think it's still good value? Personally, I think it's still... I think the ones out now are okay. They're still pretty good. But it just felt like so much with these old ones, and you know, knowing that I guess they're just not including as much now, I just had to get this one, because you know, if that's going to be a one-time deal, this is you know, the third one to do this, and that's about it, I guess. So, now, what do you guys think of the colors or the weapons? Do you like the Promethean weapons? Because I like that they include those, just because for a while we've just gotten Covenant and UNSC, so it's always nice to get the Promethean ones. Do you like the color scheme of the armor, like the yellow and the white? Yeah, I don't know, just leave a comment below with any of your thoughts. Like or dislike the video, depending on if you liked it or disliked it, and go ahead and check out some more videos from the Brick Zone, because there are plenty, if you want to see more reviews and stop motions. So, see you later.